Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge and welcome back to Let's School, where today we have a little bit of a challenge on our hands. Can we get the students over here in Frog class to pass their exams? That's the big question. Now at the moment we only have 2 estimated failures out of 25, that's not too bad at all, and it's these 2 people here, so Michelle King and Karen Wright, and they're struggling with their science work. I mean in terms of humanities, they've got that sorted, that's absolutely fine, don't need to worry about that, but their science efforts are falling a little bit short. So what have we got there? Michelle King has got 188 science points and Karen Wright has got 187, but they both need 279. So they're just shy of 100 short, and we have 1 day of learning left, and that's kind of it. Now what we could do is, as a little bit of a sort of a bodge right now, we could possibly get rid of one of these humanities classes and replace it with a science class. That might be quite a good idea for now, just to make sure that these 2 pass. Now in terms of the future of this, I've got a bit of a plan because this has been a bit of a nuisance. So in the future, we are going to build more classrooms. Lots of people in the comments have been saying, get more classrooms in and, specialise them up and make it a little bit sort of more particular to what the students need to learn. Don't be so sort of, broad with what they're learning. Really kind of specialise in certain things, which, yes, I completely agree with. It makes perfect sense. But right now, we've only got 1 day left and I think we can get this done. I quite like this. A little bit of a challenge on the go. So if we replace that humanities lesson there, so get rid of ESL writing and then replace that with a science lesson, that might give them a few more points. So let's see what that does. So drop that in like that. Okay, right, that has had a little bit of an effect, but now we've got 2 failures elsewhere. So these 2 are now going to fail their humanities. Okay, right, we're in a little bit of a difficult situation here. So, right, that didn't work at all. So let's go back to what we had before. So put that back in like that. Okay, right, so we're back with these 2. So changing that round isn't going to work. Now, somebody did point out in the comments, they said that the mechanics lessons over here, so these are the science courses, they're not being taught by the really, really super good mega teacher. They're not being taught by Patricia Miller with her teaching ability of 114. They're being taught by Janet Hill with a teaching ability of 56, which is still pretty good. Janet Hill, we do like you and you're very good at doing the teaching. But in this case, possibly we should switch that out to Patricia Miller there. Now, can we just do that and drag her in? Like, how do we... Can we pick a person? Ah, right, okay, here we go. So, let's get you in on that. Yes, assign to that one. Okay, so already look, we're down to only 1 failure. Okay, right, and then if we do the same again with electromagnets, okay, so hang on a minute. So Patricia Miller, you've taught a bit of mechanics. Now can you have a chat with everybody about electromagnets? Okay, so assign all periods there. They're assigned to another class. No, assign them anyway. It's fine. Okay, right, there we go. They are just going to scrape over the line. So look at that. They're just going to get over that red line there on their science stuff, which is okay. That's what we want to see. Everybody else is going to pass. I mean, I don't think we're going to have a sort of a full pass mark thing this time round. We are going to have a few people that are going to pass their exams, which is brilliant, and we like that, but we're not going to get full marks across the board. But you know what? That's okay. We can deal with that. One other thing we could do, just to really make sure that they do get over the line there, is chuck some books at them. We could just get some books thrown at them. That would make sense. Hang on, who's teaching that thing there? Is that Dennis Baker? Yeah, okay, right. So the really good humanities teacher is teaching that stuff there. Okay, right, that's absolutely fine. And yeah, so we could get some books thrown at these people. That might be a good idea. What do we have over here? We've got increases humanities knowledge of all students and increases intelligence of all students. Okay, so that's humanities knowledge. That's intelligence. Okay, and these things are, they're things to be handed out at the weekly assembly, but we haven't, that's not now, so we can't do anything with those. Okay, so they're not in the class at the minute, but look, the little kind of, everything's going wrong and people are going to fail their exams notification has gone away, which is brilliant news. Okay, right, let's get them all over here, look. So all of you lot, come in here, please. In fact, while we wait for that, because it's only in pre-class, the money is absolutely flying in, as we expect it to do. Right, can we nip to the shop? I've gone too far away. It's not that shop, is it? That's the intriguing products. Yeah, they're the weird products. No, we're not going to buy those. Where's the books and things? There we go. Right, so which one of these are going to help? Sport knowledge, humanities knowledge, science knowledge. That's what we want. So I think, if I understand it correctly, that just gives them a little bit of a boost on the points they learn for a while. So possibly, they're only 2,400. Why don't we just spend 12 grand? We've got loads of money. Just buy absolutely loads of those. That's fine. And then we'll grab another couple of humanities ones as well, just to boost that up as well. Because that could be quite good. And I think, okay, yeah, that's good. What else have we got? We've got, yeah, that thing as well. So it boosts the intelligence of all students in the area. Okay, so if we nip out and get an advanced intelligence book, so if we just go and do that as well. Right, so where's that? Advanced intelligence book. There we go. Right, so have one of those for 2,400. I mean, we're doing everything we can to get these people to pass their exams with flying colours. And I like that. I do like the fact that we're really trying hard. Right, let's make sure that everybody is here. Is everybody in? I got distracted by that, but that's just a little robotic cleaner thing. That's fine. I think... Oh, no, hang on. There are 3 empty seats. Come on, you lot. What are you all doing? Get in here. Get in here and do some learning, please. This is key to everything. Right, are you all in? And there's still 2 empty seats. I suppose it hasn't really started yet. The lesson's going to start imminently. Okay, right, they're all doing some sort of number thing, and that's so katoa. I don't know what that means, but right, okay. Hang on a minute. Where are you all Are you all going to a different room? Are you all going to a different room now? Hang on a minute. Hang on. What are they doing? Hang on. Click the right button would help, wouldn't it? Right, you lot. Fish. No, frog class. It's frog class. Right, they're all going to the humanities room. Okay, that's probably fine. That's okay. And then when they come back down and do mechanics on the second lesson of the day, we'll apply those books and things. That should be okay. Yeah, okay, that's all fine. That's all fine. Right, so you lot go and do that. That's all going to be lovely. Let's have a quick check over here. How are we doing with this wonder? We are 0.6 days away from completing our museum wonder. And then after that, I don't quite know what'll happen, because that will complete that goal over there, look. So that'll be finished, which means possibly we could achieve a facility victory. I mean, I don't know what happens at that point. Does the game go, yay, well done you, aren't you brilliant? Or what else happens? Does the game end? Do we carry on? Do we get some fancy kind of prize? I really don't know. I'm not entirely sure. So we will find out soon enough. Right, hang on a minute. We've got some people being wallies over there. Please stop being a nuisance and ruining it for the other students. There we go. I mean, yeah, the plan, I think, is to build some more classrooms. I think we have to get some more classrooms in. We've got the 6, and that's okay. But I think now, as people have pointed out in the comments, we can probably accommodate a few more students. Maybe we might have to put some more bathrooms in. But I think in terms of, the food and the bikes and everything else, I think we're doing okay. Hang on a minute. Get a teacher over there. Helen Howard, can you get over there, please? You're a little bit of a distance away, but note that Helen Howard is sprinting in. There we go. Look, mercy, says that person. You, stop it. Hitting other people is bad, or whatever it says. Okay, right, that's sorted out. That's all good. So yes, I think we could get some more classrooms in, and it might make sense to sort of build up that bit over there, possibly. Move the boilers somewhere else now. I'm not quite sure where we can put those, but they need to be moved out of the way. So grab the boilers and put them, I mean, maybe, could we put them down here? Could we just kind of chuck them down here? Because that's just useless space otherwise. So we could put all the boilers down there, and then, oh, it's Naggy Contraband Lady. No, away with you, Naggy Contraband Lady. And then, yeah, build that up there, look. So get some more classrooms in there. And then what I think we'll do is, we'll have to do some rejigging of students, but we'll keep these classrooms as they are. I think they're absolutely fine. But the students that come in via the boarding schools, with their incredibly high demands, what we'll do with them is they can have their own classrooms. And we'll have one classroom where they focus very heavily on science with a little bit of humanities, and then we'll have the reverse of that, another classroom where they work really, really hard on humanities with a little dash of science on the side. I think that's what we need to do. and that'll just sort out all this kind of all these sort of learning problems. I think the issue is, of course, hang on, they're in the middle of their second lesson. Hang on. The issue is that this classroom is split evenly between science and humanities, so they learn the same amount of both. But when your demands are quite significantly stacked in sort of one area, for example, science, that was the problem. We're not sort of dedicating enough time to science. So that's what we'll try and do. We'll try and get that sorted. Also, let's go over here then, and we shall throw some books at you. Okay, so increases humanities knowledge. They're not learning humanities right now, I don't think. Just a quick check. Period 2 is mechanics, which is sciencey stuff. Okay, right, so let's go for this. So if we just kind of drop that in like that, okay, then run time on. Now they're all going to do some sciencey stuff. Right, plus 10, look, they get plus 10 points now. When you do that, they get a huge boost. And then it's plus 5s and 4s. And then they got plus 1 again. Okay, so do that again, look. So that's another one of these. So when they do their next lot of learning, it's some more plus 10s, which is brilliant. Right, and then increase the intelligence of all those people. So yeah, we'll boop that, look. So their intelligence should go up. So they should be better at doing, I don't know what that was. Lots of things just happened there. But look at that, plus 10s, plus 9s. Okay, that's looking very good. Ms. Lynn's training is complete. This is good. Do you know what, Ms. Lynn? Continue your training. 5 grand, 3.5 days. Do you know what? That's okay. That's fine. We're okay with that. We like you, Ms. Lynn. You've been with us since the very beginning, so you're okay. That's fine. I mean, look at that now. Look at that. There's loads of them. Loads of people with all the wonderful marks going on. Yeah, look, they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. Okay, so pause time for a second. So that lesson has now ended. But yeah, by the time they do their next lesson, they'll have got over the pass mark. So I think, yeah, we have got a few people that are just waiting to get over the line there. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Right, okay. So keep focusing on this a lot. We want to make sure they're all okay. Hang on a minute. All this, like, you are just being naughty. Desist this. Please behave here in Cupboard College. We did complete the other goal, didn't we? Yes, we did. Hang on a minute. Oh, Jose Ramirez is apparently a teacher, even though they aren't. Again, I think that's a little bit of a hang up there from this old save that we're running, playing on a newer version of the game. So I think that's a little bit of an issue there. A little bit of a bug going on, but that's okay. Right, so come back down here. When they go into period 3, which is their humanities one, we're going to do lots of humanities stuff for them. That's what we're going to do. Just chuck all the humanities books and such like at them. That's going to be wonderful. Just see if we can get them just, passing their exams a little bit easier. We're back up to 170,000 monies. Even though we went below that not long ago on all the books and things. Oh, where have they all gone? Oh, hang on. Where are they? Okay, hang on a minute. Where have they gone? Where's... Oh, hang on a minute. They've all moved. They're in Humanities Room 1. Okay. Whereabouts is that? Is that up here? That's it, isn't it? That's Humanities Room 1. Okay, right. All of you lot get in here, look. Right, so they're all in, I think. Nope, not quite yet. Are you all in now? Yes, okay, right. They're all doing plus 19. Some of them just got there. Good grief. Right. Okie dokie. Right, humanities. You over there might possibly have to suffer a little bit because you're out on your own. You're clear. You've done something wrong, and you're on your own over there because you've been a bit naughty. Right, do that, and then increases humanities knowledge. Yeah, there you go. Wonderful. So do that, and then we will do that again once those plus 10s sort of come down a bit. But do these get a free plus 10? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, now plus 2s and plus 3. Right, do it again, look. And I think they just get a free plus 10. Is that? Yeah, I think he just increases it by 10 every time, which is pretty good, to be fair. That's pretty good. If we did that with... Here's an experiment. I think we're okay. If we did that for science, did they just get a free plus 10 science? Ah, I see. So you can just give them free points in whatever lesson they're doing with these things here. You just kind of fill their brains with knowledge, which is good. Okay, you can do that. So have some more humanities points. And then, just for fun, we'll just... You're not one of the ones that's struggling, is it? Kenneth Clark. No. I think Kenneth Clark was an old UK politician from many years ago. Right, like that. and do that again. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. They're all going for a break, but they've learnt their science things, which is wonderful. Okay. And now I think we go back down here for the final lesson. Oh my word. Oh dearie me. Right, okay, this is a bit of an issue. Look at this. Can you all just behave? Stop this. Desist this. Oh, hang on. Who is it? Oh, okay, right, it's these two. We now need to check because it's a different person chasing after Harold Murphy now. We've got Susan Turner, who's been trying to woo Harold for a long time. And then, of course, somebody else has come along. Is it Anne Lee? I can't remember who it is now, but we've seen somebody else. Okay, let's see how this... Oh, okay, goodbye. Again, I don't think it worked. And now there's a cook just standing there in your way as well, making things even more awkward. How long until that's done? Ooh! Oh! That's very fancy. 0.1 day. Okay, the museum is nearly done. Pamela Moore's training is complete. That's okay for now. We'll wrap up the training for most people. Now, this is interesting because I don't know if we're going to be able to see inside the museum. I'm not quite sure how it works, but it looks very good. Look at that. It looks very fancy. They've got, an obvious dinosaur kind of fossil thing just there. That's okay. And they've got other kind of exhibity things over here. I imagine there's, that's a rock and that, I don't know what that is. I don't know, some sort of round necklace thing they found, like, I don't know, ancient kind of jewelry or whatever. Some sort of plate thing and a basic tool or whatever. Some weird... I don't know what they are. I'm not quite sure what they are, but there's some weird things. Okay, I think, look at it. It's being completed as we're looking at it. They're taking away these sort of supporting beam things. And I think if we go... Oh, there we go. That's how we're going to look inside it, like that. So if we go and look at that, there is the top. Okay. It looks fantastic. It looks really, really good. And now, it's nearly done. It's almost finished. Hang on a minute. Go back down to here. We've got that. We'll have some more money. Thank you very much. Of course, it doesn't mean anything to our school score thing because we've maxed it out. Some more people over here being a nuisance. Maybe it could possibly be that this is also coming from a recent game update. Because I don't think we've ever seen that number of people needing to be reprimanded or whatever in such a short space of time. Normally we see a few per day, but we've done, well over 10, I think, of those now, and we're only on lesson 4 of the day. Okay, how are we looking in here now? Let's take a quick look, and are they all going to ace it? I think they might possibly all now ace this in its entirety. What we'll do is, what have we got over here? We've got one final science thing, so do you know, we'll chuck that final science thing in like that. So they can all get one final boost of science points. There we go. Okay, some weird things appearing over their heads, but okay, don't quite know what that is. Why have you all got weird fuzzy things over your heads? Plus 12, plus 13. I think we've done it via the application of books, which is always a good thing. That's always a good thing. Another person being a nuisance, look. Although, for some reason, I can't seem to deal with the nuisance that you're being. Oh. Right, yeah, I think maybe... Yeah, look, this is happening way too often. I think that might have been updated in a sort of recent update, and our save file might not like it. Well, that's just the way it does things now. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I think that's been sorted out with books, which I do quite like because, books are a good thing. I like books. Books are very good. Books are full of useful information. And, of course, a good story as well. We do like storybooks. Not what we gave them out today, of course, to increase their science knowledge. But I do like a good book as well. So I quite like that. If we have managed to get that sorted via the power of books, I'd be quite jolly with that. That would be wonderful. Anne Lee's training is complete. Okay, that's fine. There is a romance thing happening. It is again Susan Turner and Harold Murphy. I think this series might wrap up relatively soon. This could well be the final part, because I think when we get that Advanced Wonder done, which is going to happen any time now, I think that might wrap the game up. And then, of course, if we get some more classrooms in and then complete these wonders, as well as the other wonders, there'll be nothing left for us to do. There'll be nothing else for us to achieve in the school, I don't think. So, it's going to wrap up soon. So maybe before the series actually finishes, we should really try and have a word with Harold and just make him change his mind. Just go, hang on, it's happening again. Literally over here. I mean, do you need something, Harold? You are now well within your rights to say, for goodness sake, please go away and leave me alone. What is wrong with you? You keep trying this, and I'm getting very fed up of it. It's taking a lot of time. Please go away. You'd be allowed to, Harold. I don't think anybody would be grumpy with you if you were a little bit rude. I'm sorry, I'm not ready for this yet. Harold, you don't need to be sorry anymore. You don't need to be sorry. This is the fault of this person here. Susan is now the issue in this situation, Harold. You are the sort of innocent victim in this. Right, okay. How near are we to complete... Oh, hang on. I think it's done. Yeah, look, it's got shiny sort of star things around it. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Pause time for a second. We're going to click that and... Facility victory. Oh, we get ticker tape and everything. Okay, so continue. And what does that mean? You have brought the school to new heights. The old headmaster has returned from his vacation to check in on you. Oh, yes. There was an old headmaster, wasn't there? And they were a cat person. Hang on a minute, hang on. I mean, this is going back some way. This is part, I can't even remember what part this is of the series, 33, something like that, 34, something like that. So yeah, we've been playing for a good long time. It's been a while since we started this series. And if I recall correctly, way, way back at the very start, the headmaster said that they would give us some sort of treasure, didn't they? Didn't they say they'd hidden treasure in the grounds? And that when we got the school back up and running, they'd let us know where the treasure was or something. Am I making that up? I'm fairly certain that happened. Okay, I mean, let's have a chat. Oh, there's a proper end sequence. Hello. Long time no see. Oh, this is wonderful. Long time no see. Hey, kid. Oh, there they are. There they are. Hello, old headmaster. Yeah, look, a cat person, but, in a suit, so it's all fine. Hey, kid. Do you remember me? I do. You're my old headmaster. I'm your old headmaster. I'm back from my vacation. I hope you had a lovely time. It's been years since we last met. You've done a really good job with the place. Thank you so much. What? Treasure? You did mention treasure. You did. And you're doing some sort of weird kung fu poses. But okay. What? Treasure? Oh, I nearly forgot. The treasure. You might have found it already. Are you going to tell me the treasure was the knowledge of learning or something like that? Is that what you're going to say? Let me take you down memory lane, I think that said. The Cupboard College commemorative album. Oh, there's a little album. There's a commemorative album. That never happened in our school. That was never a thing. We've never had a room like this. Look at that classroom. Is that a classroom? Oh, imagine if our classrooms were like that. So spacious. Okay. We have ourselves a lovely commemorative album. Oh, this is lovely. This is very nice. I'm very surprised, I'll be honest. I wasn't expecting this kind of thing. But, okay. Shall we have a look through the commemorative album then? Go to the next page. In the past 4 years and 4 days, your devotion and guidance to the school built it up brick by brick. You have established 6 classes and recruited 52 staff members. 14 batches of students graduated from your tutelage. I mean, that's quite good. That's quite good. So 14 lots of students have graduated. That's very impressive. I like that. You've expanded the school property 6 times, established partnerships with 11 communities. Locals describe the school's relationship with one of those communities to be inseparable. The school owes its current level of recognition to your hard work. I mean, that could be better. That could be better. That person's got amazing hair. But yeah, that could be better, but okie dokie. Among the 16 exams the school participated in, we've reached excellent 16 times. Thank you very much. Thank you. Out of the 464 graduates, you helped 464 students achieve their aspirations. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. Perfect. Perfection here at Cupboard College. The most popular major is actually the Marina Heaven College of Marketing, with 169 students. Nothing brings more joy than to see students achieve their dreams. So I think that's the easy one, isn't it? That's where the Mudford kids go. I think that's where the Mudford kids go. So, that's likely to be the case because we would have took on quite a lot of them in the early days of the school. But that's okay. Right, so that's quite wonderful. You resolved no cases of delinquent conduct. Oh, okay. And handed out 75 demerits. You're a fair headmaster. Your students trust your judgment, okay? The students under your care grow safe and strong as the school successfully overcame one fire during your tenure. Yeah, and that was very early on. And fortunately for us, it was outside. It was at the outside kind of food tent thing. So, yeah, okay. It is like a trip down memory lane. Apart from these pictures are nothing to do with our school, but okay. Right, what comes next? Look at the smiles on the children's faces. They are the headmaster's treasure. That's not even us. You could have put one of our school pictures in. You could have put Betty in there. Come on now. Okay, so there we go. They are the headmaster's treasure. So there wasn't an actual physical treasure. It was the smiles on the children's faces as we gave them an education. It was the friends we made on the journey kind of thing. Okay, that's fine. I mean, yeah, if we could have had our own students and Betty in that picture, that would have been a bit better. But there we go. That's wonderful. Okay, put the book away. You were such a naughty brat back then. How very rude. How very rude. Now you're a proper headmaster. I was worried if you could handle this job. Well, it looks like I worried for nothing. You did well. Kid. No, I should call you headmaster now. Yes, you should. Headmaster, you still have a long way to go, possibly? They might have said, but it all cut off, and now we're not talking again, apparently. Well done on all your efforts. The school is now among the best. You have succeeded despite facing various challenges and setbacks. We appreciate your support. I hope we'll cross paths again. Okay, continue exploring for now. We're going to continue exploring. Okay, yeah, now the noises come back. That whole bit there was completely silent. I thought we'd have kind of a bit more music going on in the background. I mean, I have the music turned down a bit anyway, but I thought that would be a little bit more sort of bombastic and more sort of celebratory, going, yay! But no, it just sort of went, you've done it, okay. But there we go. There we go. So we have sort of, air quotes, completed, close air quotes, the game. The game is now sort of finished for us. We've got to the end. The headmaster, the former headmaster's come back and said, well done, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, we've got ourselves our first big advanced wondering. And the only thing is, we're not quite done yet properly, are we? I mean, okay, we're done we're done technically, but we're not done properly because we've got this over here to get sorted out and this over here to get sorted out and we need to get the sciencey one in as well. So I think what we'll do is let's buy that plot of land. So boop, there we go. The final plot of land is now ours. And then we might need to possibly go through and just destroy a few trees, because the game gets a little bit grumpy when you try and build things on trees. And then let's get the final wonder in, shall we? Let's get that in. So go like that. Go to Wonders. We're at the Science Museum. And then this can be sort of your museum corner, if you like. Now, where is the front of the science? Oh, that's gone down. Do you know what? When we don't play this game anymore, I'm not going to miss pressing R and it not rotating things. I'm still not used to that. After 30 whatever it is parts, I still haven't quite got to grips with that. I'm not quite sure where the front of the thing is. Is it under that kind of wibbly archway? I'm not quite sure. It might, I don't know. There's some doors that, we're just going to put it like that. And just hope that's about right. And then, can we put it sort of in line with that at least? So like that. And then just sort of put it... we'll put it over... Move it over maybe one more. We'll just put it there. That's fine. So 1,500 of the contribution points. That's fine. And 40 grand. That's fine too. Okay. Right, so even though we just bought the final plot of land and requested the construction of a science museum... We've still almost got 100,000 monies. Okay, there's a little bit of work to do on that there. Right, there we go. That's that done. Wonderful. So now, I think, let's get time ticking on. Let's get to the exams. Let's see how we do with this. Because this is key now to everything. Oh, hang on a minute. Yep, it's Anne Lee talking to Harold Murphy now. What is it again, Harold? You know what it is. Just tell them to clear off. Okay, he's doing the thing. They said, I love you. Please go out with me. Let's go from 0 to 100 really quickly. I'm sorry, I'm not ready for it yet. I understand. You clearly don't. Oh, there's more romance happening. Oh, okay, this is exciting. Alma Moss is declaring their undying love to Donald Miller. And they said, yes, I'll date you. Please take care of me. Again, that's not how it works, but okie doke. Right. Oh, that's quite good. Little sort of end of term romance there for those two. That's very lovely. Right, here we go. The exams are on the way. Let's get time ticking on very quickly indeed. I think we've done everything we can. So here we go. Let's head for the examination halls for possibly, will it be the final time? I'm not quite sure. I can't quite think how long it's going to take to get the other wonders done. But okay, what will happen? Let's wait and see. We just sort of hang around for a bit and that teacher walks about. I wonder how they did. Wonder no longer. Okay, what did we get? 2,584. Okay, full marks. Full marks, full marks, full marks, full marks. Did they get full marks in the end? Everybody got full marks. Oh, yes. Okay. That was... I mean, yeah, I thought we did quite well at the end there. We got the right teacher teaching the difficult stuff, and we threw loads and loads of knowledge at them with books, which we could easily afford. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that alert. They've all passed with full marks. I didn't think that was going to happen, if I'm completely honest. I didn't think that was going to happen. But okay, wonderful stuff. It all went really well. It's all gone well. I mean, they've got passes. They've got full... I don't fully understand the whole full marks thing. I thought they had full marks. Yeah, 37 out of 28 isn't full marks, apparently. But okay, whatever the case, everybody did well. Oh, and we're a bajillion miles ahead of Leucolia High. Look at that. Even if they doubled their score, they still would not be number one. We're so far ahead. And there is the sad demise of Woodrow Wilkins Magnet, look, with 0 because they've gone. Okay, 150 people pass, 100% completion rate. We get 122,000 monies. Big pile of contribution points, which is good for us because we're going to need them for all the great big wonders. Okie doke. Right, that is good. Our grades got better with just a little hard work. It's all thanks to the school. Now everyone's singing its praises. That's... Who's that? Those guys. Theatre Boulevard. Okay, there, Archimedesburg. The students have performed well in the exam. The survey says your community reputation is at 60. There'll be a small increase in the number of applicants. All right there. Thank you for helping us get this far. Everyone speaks highly of the school. That's Versewood. Okay, look at that. They've all ticked up very well. That's very, very good. Okay, right. Brilliant stuff. Confirm that. And yeah, let's go through to the next year then. Right, so there we go. The sort of festival has ended. We got another 10,000 monies. Got a load of contribution points as well, which is wonderful. Okie doke. Right, so now we're going into summer. So what we need to do is we need to move time on the tiniest bit, and then we get all this kind of stuff popping up. Okay, right, all the messages from the headmasters. Yeah, kind of fly through these. Oh, okay. Hang on, can we not go through all of those? I just kind of want to clear all these out of the way. I just could, because they're just a bit of a nuisance now. But yeah, okay, you're sending us messages saying, oh yes, we're going to get more students than you, la-di-da-di-da. Right, okay, wonderful. And now we get to pick our activity. I mean, again, we're going to pick World Hygiene Week, just because Study Week is a little bit sort of unexciting. World Hygiene Week, although, actually, hang on. If we are trying to acquire contribution points to go toward the big wonders... I mean, I know getting 70 of them isn't very good, but, I mean, it's better than nothing. And we've already done World Hygiene Week a number of times. Maybe, for old time's sake, let's do Study Week, shall we? We've not done it yet, and this might be the final one we do. So, Joe, yeah, confirm that, please. Absolutely, we will do that. Then we'll nip up to here. We shall have that money there. Thank you very much. So we're now up to 238.7 thousand monies. Right, so a quick check on how the big wonders are doing. So that is going to take... That's going to be another 9 days, isn't it? So it's 3 days to get that stage done, to get to 2, then 3 days to get to 3, and then 3 days to get to 4. Okay, so that's another 2... That's another 2 semesters. Crikeys. Okay, that is not far behind, and that one, of course, is not going to be far behind. It's, yeah, about sort of a day and a half ahead of that one. So really, to get the final 3 wonders in, which I would like to do, we're going to have to do another 2 semesters. What I think we'll do, though, because we've kind of, I think, as lovely as this game is, I think we have kind of seen the game in its entirety. We've got all of the classrooms in, all the different kind of specialty classrooms, all the little wonders are in, all the bigger wonders are either in or being built. Yeah, we've done an awful lot in this game. We've done a great deal of things. And I think possibly now we should think about wrapping things up. So we might fly through those next 2 semesters. I'll just kind of just run time on very quickly, and we'll just sort of get stuff sorted, and we'll manage it as we go. We'll keep an eye on the pursuit of Harold, just see if there's any progress there with anybody. But I think that's what we'll do. We just sort of we just run time on nice and quick, just because I think now we've started building the big fancy wonders, we have to see what they look like when they're done. We can't leave them like this. That would just feel a little bit incomplete. So yeah. However, saying all that, we are going to move those boilers, and we are just going to build a few more classrooms over here. I think if we could, it would be good if we could move, say, could we move those 2? Move the teacher sort of staff room thing, and move the headmaster office, sort of shove them up here maybe somewhere, and then have the classrooms in the middle here, because that would be quite good. Then they're not going to be sort of out here on their own, hard to get to. They could be in the middle, a bit like these ones are. So yeah, that's what we'll think about doing. But yeah, let's move these boilers for now, shall we? Let's just pick up all these. Yeah, so we'll just put them over here, because they're not going to do anything else. I think they can just literally just sort of tuck into the corners. They can't go there. Oh, because of the lamppost, signpost thing. I don't even think you need access to them. I mean, I suppose for the sake of sort of it looking vaguely sensible, we should possibly leave a little bit of a path on that side. But yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just go and grab all these boilers and move them over then. Yeah, like that. So let's go and grab the other 4. Oh, hang on a minute. We can't put that one there because I think there's a load of objects down here. There's all these things. Have they been there all that time? Yes, they have. Oh, okay, there we go. I've never noticed that before. Okay, right, now we can pick up that boiler and move it over. Right, there we go. And then we need to get the ground underneath that sorted out because, yeah, they're boilers. It should have a different kind of flooring underneath it, I feel. Yeah, so I think we can do it over to there, can't we? So all that can be just kind of like, sort of a very functional sort of flooring like that. I think that should be okay. Yeah, we can't put it... Oh, no, we can put it there. No, we can put it just there. I think it got to here and we couldn't change that because that's part of the big stadium thing. But that's okay. That's fine. And then just for the sake of it, we will put a thing on like that. Just, yeah, for the future. Just in case we need some more boilers or whatever. And then, could we get a little kind of gate type thing? Yeah, like guardrail or whatever. And then just put that there. Just to stop students coming this way and tampering with the boilers or whatever. We don't want them to get hurt with boiling water. Right. Okay, so that sorts that out. Then we're going to have to knock down a tree to get rid of that one. That's fine. Possibly as well, we're going to need to get rid of that tree maybe. Get rid of those guardraily bits there. Okie doke. And now we can build over here. Oh, do you know what I should have done? I should possibly have done this at the end of the previous year. Because we need to get the thing in, don't we? We need to get the actual sort of foundations in. And I've not done that. We've not put the foundations in. That's a bit of a nuisance. What if, for now, we did... Why can't we build there? Why can't we build just there? He didn't want us to build on that corner, which is a little bit strange. Hang on a minute. Why can't we build just there? Don't know why we can't do that just there. Can we go like that? Yes. Okay, right. So bring that out like that. So have that as all the steel structure. Possibly even add another bit on as well. And then we can move those up into there somewhere. Kind of shove them over there. And then, yeah, we can maybe move the arcade up to... Oh, the arcade was quite good in the middle. Maybe turn the arcade round, have the classrooms over here or something. Yeah, we do need some more of that space. And then... We did have the idea of upgrading all of our stuff to this, didn't we? To the steel structure stuff. What if we just did that big bit there? 131k. Yeah, get that done. Absolutely. Right. That is a little bit of a bother, isn't it? Because I was kind of hoping to have those classrooms in over there. What we might have to do is put the classrooms in over here. And then when that space is built, pick them up, put them over here, and then rejig them in terms of size and everything else. That is what I think we have to do. Okay, right. That's what we're going to try and do. And now also, we're going to try and set up the rule thingamajigger that we had, which meant that we can automate people going into these classes, because lots of people in the comments have said, that's really useful. Why aren't you using that? And yeah, it makes perfect sense. So hang on a minute. Hang on. How did we do that? Teaching policy. Okay. Right. How are we going to do this then? So which ones were which? I can't recall which ones were which. I mean, we can get... Right, ground shear verse, but which were the good ones? So, Techville. Yeah, the ones with the 5 stars are the tricky ones, aren't they? They're the tricky ones. Okay, Mudford. We always do want to get a couple of Mudford children in, because we started there and we want to remember our roots. So what if we go Mudford? When I roll, I need it to sort of remind me who all these people are. Who do we normally get in? We normally get in Mudford, Archimedesburg, I think it was, and Versewood. Was it? Was it those guys? I now can't remember. Hang on a minute, hang on. I need to look at this over here. Right, what I'll do is, I need to write a little list down of which students from which place we send into which classrooms. Because at the minute, I can't quite recall. So hang on, let me just go and make a little note. Right, I've written my notes down, and I think we need to get the children from Versewood, Archimedesburg, Groundshire and Mudford going into Duck class. So they're the ones that are going to be learning the science and humanities combo. So can we do multiple communities on this? So if we tick that, could we also tick Groundshire? No. Okay, this is a bit of a bother, isn't it? We're going to have to do this kind of manually for each one of these. But, okay, so Versewood. Okay, so Versewood, no year 1 class found. Okay, how do we do this then? Okay, so they're going into, Duck class. So into Duck class. Okay, so assigned 8, estimate plus 10, capacity 25. And then they're going to go into, oh no, which one is it? 2-1, then into that one, and then into 3-1, into that one, and then they're going to graduate. Okay, right, so that's Versewood going into there. So 10 students available for admission. But does that mean that's all there is? This is what I don't understand about this. It says, assigned 8, estimate plus 10, capacity 25, and then that implies there's going to be 25 of them. But we don't really want that to happen. We don't really want that to be the case, because I want to mix other students in. We want the kids from Archimedesburg to also go into there. But now they're not allowed. And I see, I don't like that. I don't like that. I want to mix things up. I don't want just one community going into one particular class in this situation. No, I don't like that. That's not good enough. I want it to be a mix. I want there to be the children from the 4 different communities going into that class. That's a little bit it's a little bit limiting, isn't it? So Archimedesburg, they now have to go into a different classroom. No, I don't like that. No, that's not good enough. Unacceptable, not good enough at all. Okay, so we'll have to do these ones manually, which I suppose is okay. That's all fine. So let's go and get the students in. And we've done this a million times, so I'm just going to get the students in. It's all going to be fine. Oh, that's interesting. Because we set up that kind of teaching policy thing, it's already put the 8 students in from Versewood. They're already here, look. So we don't need to go and do those ones. Yeah, when I clicked on that, Versewood was empty, no new applicants. And I thought, well, that's a bit weird. What's going on there? But okay, right, so let's get the rest in. So that's 8 up to 11. Let's just throw the rest in and try to get as many students as we can into that particular classroom. Right, there we go. So in Duck class, we've got 15 people. And in Turtle, Tortoise, whatever that thing is class, we've got 22 out of 25. So that's not too bad at all. We do have a little bit of an issue over here, however. Okay, so what are we not passing over here? So we're not passing our art stuff over here. Okay, I mean, maybe we need to get some better art teachers in and some better sports teachers. That might help quite a bit looking at that, because, yeah, they've got a sort of a little warning thing on there saying, nope, they're not good enough anymore. And yeah, that's because we've got the kids in, again, the boarding school kids. So, I mean, really, in the future, we want to move them into a different kind of classroom and they can just, really specialise in the things they want to do. But for now, we're going to have to muddle through with them in this particular class. So that might be a bit of a nuisance. Okay, hang on. We shall have 6,000 monies for that. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's that sorted out. So we've got those year ones in. The current goal of Study Week is to have an academic statue observed by students 150 times. Okay, I imagine that will happen relatively quickly. They do like looking at the things over here and over here. So hopefully that'll go by nice and quick. Right, and now we need to get in. I think we need 3 new classrooms. We need a classroom for the kids from Techville. So these are the boarding students. You can tell because they have the highest kind of admittance sort of point requirement thing. So they're going to need a classroom that deals with science quite a lot and a tiny bit of humanities. And then Bardsford is the other way round. And then Exhibit Plaza. It's not Exhibit Plaza. They're not the ones though, are they? Although we could put them in with... Theatre District. Theatre District are the top level of the other ones. I suppose we could get some Theatre District people in to mix up the science and the art. But, I mean, that'd be a 3rd classroom. And then Exhibit Plaza, they might also need their own special room. Their requirements aren't quite as high, but they might be quite high. That deals with... that deals with that there. So it deals with some art and some sport. Okay. I mean, what I'm thinking is, if we are wrapping up the series relatively soon, we could just copy that classroom and put it over there. Just drop them in and eventually move them back over here once this bit's all done and set up. So I think that's what we'll do. So let's just grab this classroom look. So copy that. This is all fine. And we'll just sort of plonk them in anywhere at the minute. Wherever they can fit for now, that will do. So one can go just there. Okay, so now we have a new classroom sorted. This is good. And then we'll just copy... that's like a sciencey one, isn't it? Okay, so copy that again. So another sort of sciencey one can go in. So boop. So one lot is for the... Yeah, hang on. This is where it gets confusing. One lot is for the Techville kids. And one lot's for Bardsford. And then we want Exhibit Plaza. And we want the children from the Theatre District. And then we're going to have to set up a sort of a new course thing for all of this lot. And hope that that's okay. I imagine we might have some clashes with that. But okay, we'll try and work it out. Okay, so Exhibit Plaza, they're going to need one to teach art and sport. And Theatre District, the other Theatre District, because there's 2 of them and in no way is that confusing, they're going to need science and art. Okay, right, so 2 more classrooms. But I think these can have the red floor because they're kind of arty ones. Okay, so copy that. And... okay, right. We might be running out of places for these to go. Where is the door on that one? It's on that side. Okay, right, hang on. So rotate that round. And didn't press R that time, which is good. And then another one might have to possibly sort of fit in over here for now. In fact, you know what? Can we just sort of shuffle that one over a little bit and then copy that? Insufficient funds. Oh, okay. We're out of money, shockingly enough. Right. That I wasn't expecting. That was a surprise. Oh, then we're going to need all the extra different classrooms for them to graduate through. Oh, it's all a bit of a nuisance, isn't it? This is all a bit of a nuisance doing this. Okay, maybe that's going to have to be where they graduate into the... Yeah, we're going to need loads of classrooms. Because we're going to need 3 lots of classrooms for, say, the Bardsford kids. So for year 1, 2 and 3. And then 3 for Techville. And then 3 for Exhibit Plaza. Yeah, I've not really thought that through, have I? Okay. Yeah, this is where it gets a little bit fiddly, this game. It gets a little bit kind of fiddly. Maybe we just have 1 lot coming through. We just go for Techville or whatever it was. Just have them coming through. So how are we going to work this out? I can't quite recall how we did this before. So current year, grade 1. But how do we then make it that was the ones which they go up to next? I can't quite recall. Yeah, these are part of... They're all sort of like set 1. They're all set 2. We want these to all be set 3, not class 1, 4. How did we do that in this? It's been a while since we set up the classrooms. Hang on, I can't quite recall how we did that. We could make that a grade 2 classroom. We could do that. So say grade 2. Okay, So it's going to clear all the students in the class. There aren't any. That's fine. Okay, so change that. But then, yeah, I don't want it to be 2-4. I want it to be 2-3. But I can't work out how to do that now in the game. My brain's not quite working with this one at the minute game. Right, hang on. There's going to be a way to do this. I just can't quite recall exactly what it is right now. So yeah, we want a 1-3, and then a 2-3, and then a 3-3. So I want that to become 2-3, not 2-4. So yeah, so sort of set of classes number 3, and that's grade 1. That needs to be 2-3. How do we do that? I can't recall how we did that. No, I'm talking nonsense. I'm talking whiffle, aren't I? No, that doesn't make any sense at all. That classroom, when they graduate from there, will then become 2/3, because they'll be in grade 2, and they're the third group of students. And there won't be a room for the new year 1s of that, but I don't think that'll be a problem. By the time we get there, hopefully everything will be finished off. Okay, no, I think we're okay. I think we're all good. So we could do with one more classroom in. We can't get that in right now because we've run out of money, apparently, which is a little bit of a nuisance. However, I think we should be okay to get that all sorted out. I think we'll be okay. And that needs to come back to be a grade 1 thing. So yeah, okay, right. I'm messing around with that a little bit, and we're making it slightly more complicated than it needs to be, but that's okay. Let's change the picture. We haven't got whatever one of those is. So we'll have one of those. That's fun. And then we'll have that. And we already have a little sort of a turtley thing. Let's have like a deer. That's quite fun. So we've got 3 new kind of classroom icon things, which is wonderful. How are they fitting into here? They've appeared at that end. And they need to be over there. Although, hang on a minute. There's all sorts of random things appearing here that we need to sort this out as well. The helipad has gone into the classroom department. That needs to go up here, look. As have a couple of the wonders. No game. No. That's not how we're going to do things. Right, that frees them up. And then we need to then put those across the other end. Oh, this is all a bang. Can we zoom out any more? No. Okay, this is, I will admit, a little bit fiddly. Right, hang on. Let me go and sort this out because we need to move the classrooms into the classroom department and then move the other things where they're supposed to be. So hang on a minute. Let me just go and do some department management Tetris. Right, there we go. So all the classrooms are now over here under the classroom department, and I have moved the big wonders into their relevant kind of management departments as well because they were sort of randomly dotted around the place. So hopefully that's all going to be okay. Right, so now we need to get these all sorted out. So who would like to go and teach in here? So have a look at the... Oh, hang on. Yeah, we need to pick the best people, though. Right, Dennis Baker, humanities teacher. So you can be the ones who like a lot of humanities with a little bit of science. That would make sense. So you can be that homeroom teacher. And then this one can be the other way round, which I think was you, wasn't it? So you're the really good science teacher. Okie doke, that's good. And then in here... I think we might need to go and recruit a really good art teacher. Let's hope we have a super duper mega stellar art teacher available. Okay. No, we don't. We do have a little bit of money, so we could possibly go headhunting. We could potentially look for a decent kind of art person. 1,200 monies. Do you know what? We'll get that money back in no time. Yeah, let's give that a go, shall we? That's really disappointing. No. That's rubbish. No, we can do better than that over in the talent marketplace thing. Scott Jackson is better than that. And he hasn't got any kind of qualification things at all. We could get you in, Scott Jackson. We could get you in. You've got good potential. Do you know what? Yeah, we'll get you in. Scott, in you come. We do need to get some other art teachers in, I think. Another sport teacher as well wouldn't go amiss. But we'll get you in. Right, so Scott Jackson comes in and immediately can go over here. Hang on a minute. I've put you in the wrong room, have I? Oh, I didn't mean to put you in there. Hang on a minute. No, Scott Jackson's in there. That's Scott Jackson's room. And that room is Dennis Baker's room. Okay. So that one is Dennis Baker's. That one is whoever that is. That one is Patricia Miller's. And that's the new chappies. That's Scott Jackson's. Okay. Right, so the classrooms are now done. They have no students in them and no timetables. So I think now what we do is that classroom there. So little, whatever that thing is, class. It looks like sort of a Russian doll almost. That is the humanities one. Okay, so what we could do is, with these, we could set up a teaching policy thing for these. Because these are always going to be these students coming in who are living at the school. So how about we create some teaching policies here? Oh, crikey. Okay. So, Bardsford. I'm looking at my notes again. Bardsford. Right, these are the ones. Yeah, so confirm that. Right, so you can go into that year 1 class. We haven't quite sorted out the other ones yet. We haven't quite done that yet, but there we go. Right, so 3 have gone into there, I think it said. Okay, and then, yeah, over time we'll get more classrooms set up for you lot and we can just keep that ticking through. But for now, that will do the job. Okay, so Bardsford, go into there. And then we want to get Techville. They are going to go into the other one, which is that one. So they're going to go into there. And then we want to get the ones that come from Exhibit Plaza. Is it? Was it Exhibit Plaza? No, they're not the 4 stars. No, it's the other theatre district, isn't it? It's the other theatre district. Yeah, so those ones, they're the 5-star ones. So you guys, you are going into that class. Okie dokie. Right, okay, hang on, they can now go into that class again. Maybe we can. Oh, this is very confusing. I don't really understand this because, yeah, look, we can send them into that class. I thought we tried that before and it didn't do it. That didn't come up as an option. I don't really understand. Okay, do you know what? That's fine. Hang on a minute. So what if we said, okay, we want... I think we did Versewood. Like Versewood. I don't think there's any kids left. Versewood, going to year 1. I don't think it did that before for us. I don't think it let us do that before. I thought that was blank when we checked. Oh. So we can do that if we want to. Okay, I find this slightly baffling. But okay, right, this is fine. Right, so I think now they should have people in them. And they've not got many, and that's got 1 person. That's got 1 person. That's only got 3. And that's got 3 as well. But that's okay. That's okay. We can deal with that. They will slowly top up over time. They'll keep admitting those students in, which is wonderful. Yeah, we could go and sort out the other admission stuff if we wanted to. We could go and do that. And now we need to go and sort out some scheduling for these. We need to get these all sorted, look, because they have no kind of schedule going on. So hang on a minute. Now we need to figure that out. So these ones here, again, this is going to get complicated because I can't recall who is who. You guys are the humanities ones. Okay. So, I mean, we could auto do that. How's it going to do that? So a bit of science, and then just humanities for the rest of the time. Okay, do you know what? Yes, I'm with you on that. And then we'll do the morning reading thing, just to make sure you pass all of your humanities stuff. We could possibly get you to do some of these things. I mean, yeah, maybe on Friday you can go socialising. Oh no, that's a proper actual lesson thing, isn't it? That's not one of these. Okay, maybe not that then. Cleanup. You can do a Friday cleanup. And then that one is going to be, logic training. Just to boost that. Right, and then this one, again, the auto thing is actually quite handy with this. Confirm that. You can do Monday cleanup. Won't that be fun? That's unassigned. Okay. Why is that unassigned? Why is there not a teacher assigned to this classroom that can do that? Okay, that's a bit of a nuisance, but okie doke. And then we'll do the same, and we'll set that one up as well. So let's get the classrooms all set up, because we've seen this before as well. We've seen how we do this. So let's just try and fly through and just get this sort of done, because I feel like the series is pretty much done, but I just kind of want to wrap things up with a few final bits, and I want to see those wonders done. But yeah, we've seen this many, many times. So hang on, let me just go and sort out all these kind of different things and schedules and morning sessions and all that kind of stuff. Right, there we go. I think that's all done. They've all got kind of classes scheduled and they've got the right kind of morning session things in, which is all very good. I think now we should go and chuck some money at those particular areas just to make sure they send us some more students. That would be quite good. So where was it? So it was, Bardsford. So can we throw some money at you? It's not much at all at the minute, is it? So yeah, we just keep chucking money at you because we might as well. Just keep an eye on the money. Right, okay, so there we go. So that's as much as we can do with Bardsford. And then it was this theatre district, wasn't it? It was this lot. Yeah, and the only thing is, we've not really done much with you before. So we've not really got that much in the way of people coming to us from this one. But okay, that's fine. So if we chuck some money at you, try and get that up to, I mean, over 20% would be quite good, wouldn't it? That'd be perfect. 27%. Okay, that's not too bad. Exhibit Plaza, the other Exhibit Plaza, that's the second one, is it? I get confused. Is that the other Exhibit Plaza? I think it might be. Right, that's all done. We don't care about those. And then Techville. Okay, so throw some money at those as well. I still think we should have enough cash. Okie doke. Right, there we go. So that's quite good. Right, so we're done with that. Now the only thing is we're not taking any students from here, are we? We're not taking any Exhibit Plaza students. But we probably are okay. We're okay getting them passing. So, I mean, hang on. Have we taken any of those in? Exhibit Plaza. Yeah, we've got those in. They're all the Art Prodigy ones. I mean, maybe we just chuck them into here for now. I mean, how many have we got? Oh no, hang on a minute. Class 1 is the one we want to look at. Hang on a minute. 3 spots. Okay, so send 3 of those into there. Into whatever class that is. We should be okay. So 1 and 2 and 3. We'll have the Art Prodigies, please. And then go to there. And pop them into there. Okay, right. So that's now all sorted out. And yeah, they've got no kind of problems with passing them. Okay, so that's all good. We have an issue with them over there, which is a bit of a nuisance, but never mind. Okay, so I think that's now all done. I think. Possibly. Maybe. Okay, yeah, they're complaining that we haven't done the stuff. And yes, we do have over here the kind of estimated fails on the art stuff. But if we get some better teachers in, if we improve... I mean, Jennifer Bailey isn't bad, but she's kind of reached her limits there. Yeah, we need to get some better teachers in now, please. That's where we need our money to go, on better teachers. I mean, Gina Torres is an okay art teacher, and she's got huge potential. So maybe we get them in, and then sport teachers, of which we have entirely none. Okay, right, never mind. Yeah, let's get at least another 1 in, possibly. Right, runtime on then, because we haven't got that much in the way of money, but now people should be coming in, and we should get quite a bit of money pouring back in as people arrive, and they give us their hard-earned cash. Okie doke, wonderful. Excuse the building work over here, just a little bit of an infrastructure upgrade type thing. We're making the building less fall-downy when there's an earthquake, which is always a good thing. I like it when the buildings are a bit less fall-downy on your head. Right, here we go. So a new speech. Do you know what? We've seen this a million times over as well, so we just fly through this. Right, there we go. 90 out of 100. That's all very good. All the regular buffs that we get. Now we need to do a picture. Let's do calm, shall we? Let's do calm. Oh, hang on, that looks a little bit too boring, doesn't it? Okay, yeah, do the crazy dance. Do the crazy dance with a crazy... Yes, perfect. Yeah, perfect. It could be no better than that. Okay, wonderful. That's all done. Right, here we go. Let's see how we get on here. Already, we have some bullying happening. If we could not have that happening, that'd be great. Thank you. And already, look, the statues are being observed. I mean, in a week's time, that's going to be done in possibly, a couple of days' time? Maybe even by the end of this day. That might be completed. So got no problems with that at all. That's all going to be absolutely fine. So really, all we need to do now is keep the money rolling in and then just keep investing in all this kind of stuff and just make sure that we've got all the right amount of students coming in when there are new applications. But I mean, yeah, 1.3 days to get this done. It's going to take a while to get these done. Oh, hang on a minute. Romance is happening. Oh, it's Susan and Harold again. I mean, I say romance is happening. Romance isn't happening. That's the one thing which isn't happening because they're not interested at all. But yeah, okie doke, never mind. That's all sorted. Right, okay, runtime on nice and quick. And while time is ticking by, I might just go and have a look to see if we can automate the rest of these things. Can we go and automate these? I'll give it a go. I'll see if we can figure out how we do that because, yeah, maybe if we can get the Versewood kids automatically going into the right classroom, that would be quite useful. So while time's ticking on and, yeah, we've got stuff going on, I'll go and look at this and just see if I can make it work. Okay, now I think what happens is there are too many kids coming in from Versewood, so that fills the classroom up, so there's no room for anybody else to come in. I think that's why we're not getting anybody else able to be put into that same classroom, into Duck class. Because there's just not enough room. I think That's what the problem is. So, okay, maybe not Versewood then. Get rid of that. Archimedesburg. So can you then put people into duck class? Yes. And now, can we put other people in? So now could we put Versewood in? Can we do that? No. Okay. Right, this isn't a perfect solution then. This isn't really kind of what I wanted to happen. Although, yeah, 15 plus 4. That's just going to keep filling up, isn't it, with kids from Archimedesburg until it gets to 25. But again, that's not really what we want to happen. I don't really want it to work like that. I want to take students from all over the different areas, mix them together, and have them all in this classroom, bringing together all people from different communities and ways of life and everything else. It should be wonderful. But instead, we've got this relatively sort of restrictive policy here, which I don't overly like. It's okay if you're just doing that with just one lot of students going into a class. That's absolutely fine. But when you've got, like, when you want a sort of a mixed classroom, all different kind of areas, it doesn't really work very well, which is a bit of a nuisance. Okay, do you know what? No, it's fine. We'll just, get rid of that. We'll just leave that going. Right, there we go. And, do you know what? We don't even need to move these right now. I mean, they're in rubbish places at the moment, but over time, maybe at the end of this semester, because we're going to have to get to the end of this semester, that's being dealt with, that's good. We can then move them over here. I think for now, we'll just leave them there because that's absolutely fine. Oh, there's an earthquake incoming. Botherations. Look, game, I just want to get through this now. I just want to fly through, please, and get all these things. But no, there's an earthquake happening. Hang on, we have to go and help all the people. Yep. Hang on a minute. That's a bit broken over there. Anybody else need help on the upper floors? No, I think we're okay. Okay, do you know what? Let's just get this all done, shall we? Come on, game, come on. We now just want to get the wonders built, please. Okay, the earthquake is all done, and I think I've repaired all the damage. There wasn't that much over here with the fancy steel structure, but then over here there was a little bit of damage. So we could do with maybe upgrading the rest of the school over time just to get that done. In fact, I see a bit of a broken bit just there, a bit of a crack in the wall. I mean, there was a lot down here. There was a lot over there, but I think for the most part, it's all done. I might have missed a crack in the wall or two like that because they're quite hard to spot. But I think for the most part, there's a big bit just there, which I have just spotted. That wasn't even a little crack in the wall. That was a gigantic hole in the wall. But now that's done. And as well, I think I just saw some auto sorting going on into here. So now I think there are more kids over there. There's 8 in there. And there are 8 in there. And there's probably, like 2 or 3 in here. 3 in there. Okay, right, that's quite good, though. That's quite good. So, at least that's working. At least they are slowly but surely being topped up, which is wonderful. So, there we go. That's all good. And I think, these classrooms, they're full now, aren't they? 25 out of 25. And duck class over there is on... Oh, it's only on 15. Oh, okay, right, hang on a minute, hang on. Let's go and top up duck class. Okay, put them all into duck class. Wonderful. And I think now duck class is at 25. Splendid. Okay, so now I think we could just leave it automated. Yeah, I would like to be able to mix the classes on that kind of, on the automating thing, where it puts them into classes automatically. It would be good if you could take certain amounts from certain sort of regions and put them into a class. It does seem a little bit restrictive to just go, right, okay, everybody in that class has to come from one place. I think that's how it works. I'm not 100% sure, but it would be good if you could mix things up a bit. But, okay, quick check on these. How are they looking? Right, 0.3 days. And that's going to be similar, isn't it? Okay, so very soon we'll chuck some money into this one. Right, get a big pile of money from that. However, I am a bit concerned that we might not have these sport contribution points. So we're going to go and buy some of those. We're going to... hang on a minute. Here we go. We can see it in action now. Right, it's 2,000. Okay, so we haven't quite got that sorted yet. Right, okay, again, we've seen how this works. Just a quick check on that. Oh, it's Anne Lee and Harold. Goodness me, don't tell Susan. So, yeah, let's go and buy some sport contribution points and then get the next bit of the stadium underway. Okay, there we go. Spent a bit of money, but now we have enough sport contribution points to get that next bit underway. So, yes, please, absolutely 60 grand on that as well. So, yeah, the money is going to come down. And then next up is the art gallery in 0.1 days. Okie doke, there we go. Art gallery, next bit, 2,000 art points and 60 grand. Got that, absolutely. Work on that, please. So next up will be the science one in 1.5 days. Okay, let's run the clock on for 1.5 days and get the second stage of that underway. Right, there we go. The science museum is ready to go on to the second stage. 60 grand, 2,000 science points. Absolutely fine. There we go. Right, so how are these looking now? So that's another 1.5 days, and that's another 1.4 days. So they might possibly be done by the end of this semester. That one I don't think will be. Okay, right, that's fine. So we might have to wait a while for that one. That one's lagging a little bit behind. We did build that last, though, due to a lack of space, mainly. We had to buy that kind of corner plot to then fit it in. But, okay, right, that's all fine. I mean, everything over here is just ticking over okay. We've got no kind of predicted exam failures or anything. People aren't complaining about lack of resources or being too hot or too cold or not enough of this or that or the other. So I think at the minute, everything is ticking over just fine. I mean, that class is a bit empty over there. It's a little bit empty in here. We've got up to... There's only 3 people. There's only 3 people in there. But you know what? They're going to get a very, very good education. Very focused indeed. So, yeah. Okay, we'll just sort of let time tick on until something happens. Okay, coming up to the end of the final day of the semester, and I think we're ready to begin work on the final stage of the stadium. The only thing is, I'm not entirely sure we have enough sport contribution points. Let's go and take a look. Yeah, we've got the money, but we haven't got the contribution points. Okay, that's a bit of a nuisance. And it's even more of a nuisance because I've been around all the other schools and bought all their sport contribution points already. So we can't go and top them up because I don't imagine they have any more to actually give us. If we just go and check, yeah, they're all gone because we've already been around this semester and hoovered them all up. Okay, right, that's fine. We might have to wait until the end of the semester and the beginning of the next one to get that done. And it might be the same case with the art thing over here. That's another 3,500. Okay, what we're going to have to do then, we're going to have to wait until next semester to start that. But that does give the Science Museum thing a little bit of a chance to catch up. It's going to catch up by sort of, half a day-ish, possibly, which is quite good. Okay. So we're coming up to the end of this semester, which means, of course, we're going to go and do the exams. Everybody looks like they're going to pass, which is brilliant. I don't know if everyone's going to pass with full marks. I imagine a lot of them will. Maybe these over here might not quite get round to it, but we'll see what we can do. We might have to fiddle about with different sorts of classrooms and stuff for this lot for the next sort of year up, if you like. That might be a little bit of a nuisance next time round, but we'll look at that in a bit, I think. Let's get the exams done first. And then we'll see what we can do with other classrooms for these sort of the year 2, sort of grade 2s of these sort of classrooms over here. But here we go. Let's go and do the exams and see what happens. The exam is going to be over in that amount of time. Just get on with it. There we go. Right. So how are we looking? So full marks, full marks, full marks. It was... okay. Nearly full marks. One person in there didn't get full marks. 3,940. Okay, that's pretty good. We're absolutely destroying everybody in terms of the rankings, and we got an excellent again. 100% completion rate and 140 grand and big piles of contribution points, which is what we want to see. Okay, right, lovely happy messages from people. This is all very good. Okay, confirm that. And then obviously we're happy there. Oh, we did all the sort of stuff there as well. That's pretty good. We did our sort of learning activity goal thingamajig, which is wonderful. It looks to me like we've got a huge pile of money coming in from there, which is very good. Okay, tick time on the slowest it can go. Then we have all of the different things coming in from here. Yep, absolutely. All the different messages from all the teachers. Clear all those out of the way as well. I think just to keep things simple, let's go for study week again, because that means we can just kind of get on with things. Really, I'm just playing it now to get the wonders done. That's just what I want to get finished off. So yeah, we'll go for study week. And, we're a school. Study week sounds like quite a good thing to do because, we want to learn and study new things. So, right, confirm that. That's all very good. Pause time for a second. Right, now we're going to have to go manually put people into those classes, which is okay, but I think, we now have an abnormal teaching plan because these have become the year 2 classrooms, which is fine, but we don't have any year 1 equivalents of those now, which is possibly a little bit of a bother. Okay, right, let me see what I can do. I'm just going to very sort of quickly move things around. I might just sort of pick that up and move it over here and try and get some classrooms in over here, just because that would seem like a sensible thing to do. But right, let's just go and try and sort of move things around a bit and see what we can do. Okay, brand new semester has begun. It's now fall/autumn of our 5th year here at Cupboard College. That's very exciting. And we have got the extra classrooms in. So these two here are for, who are they for? They're for the humanities heavy boarding students. These two are for the science heavy boarding students. And these two over here are for the ones which like a sort of a sciencey art split type thing, which is all very good. So they're all in and they've got students already coming in. That one there, look, has got 2 in already, which is pretty good. And I think now we can get these underway, can we? So, oh no, 3,500. Okay, so we're a little bit short of the points we need to get them done, but I think a quick trip around the other schools to buy some of their contribution points off them should be okay. So here we go, let's just go and meet the other schools and buy some stuff off them. Okay, here's something we're going to do a little bit different. Rather than giving them huge piles of money for their contribution points, we're going to give them our humanities contribution points, because we don't really need them anymore. They're now no longer really doing anything for us. We've already got the humanities wonder all set up and running, so we can give them away, and that means we don't spend any money, because of course we need the money to do the other part of the upgrade to the wonders. So we don't want to give all our money away to buy the contribution points in and then not be able to afford to do the upgrades to the wonders. So we just trade the humanities points away. So yeah, absolutely, that'll work for there. And then we do the same thing over here. I think we get 500 from you. And in fact, that might well be enough. That might well be enough for that one. Okay, no, we don't want to buy any more. There you go. So like that. So yep, confirm that. So that is enough sporty ones. Okay, so let's go and do the arty ones. Okay, there we go. I think we've got enough contribution points to get that done. And now we have enough money as well, which is brilliant. Okay, so begin the final stage of that wonder there. That's very exciting. And then the same over here for the art one. Absolutely brilliant. And that one is not too far off being done either. So, okay, I might have to wait a little while to get that one done. But yeah, that's okay. That's absolutely fine. We knew that was going to be the case. But now these ones are only 3 days away. Very soon, we're going to have 2 more wonders done. And then not long after that, we get the final huge, big, gigantic wonder set up here at Cupboard College. Okay, let's throw some money and some contribution points to get the final stage of the Science Museum underway. Let's get that done. Thank you very much. And now it's just a waiting game. Look, that's got 1.7 days left. That's got 1.7. That one's got 3. So I think they should all be done by the end of this semester. I'm hoping they are, because really, that's what we're waiting for now. I'm just going to hang it around to get the big wonders done. So, yeah, here we go. Let's run time on. I shall go and get a cup of tea or two and just wait for time to tick by until we have 4 lovely, shiny, very impressive wonders here at Cupboard College. Okay, here we go. Much time has passed by, and I thought we might as well just run time on to the point where all 3 wonders are ready for us to go and look at, and now they are, which is all very exciting indeed. So let's go over to here, shall we? Let's go and take a look at the big fancy stadium. There it is. Okay, completed. And there we have it. Look at that. That is wonderful. It's even got little kind of advertising hoarding things up there. Look, kind of advertising banner things. And we've got all the seats over here. I mean, it's quite big. It's quite a big thing. There are many, many, many seats. It's a shame you can't sort of customise this. That'd be quite fun. If we were to change the colours of the seats or whatever, that would have been quite fun. But never mind. Maybe, in a future update or whatever, they've got the big sort of scoreboard thing on there as well. A few more kind of adverts going on. Little sort of, what would that be? Like a sort of a media centre type thing underneath there. That looks quite good as well. And then, of course, you have the pitch. So it says they're a stadium with luxurious tiered audience seating. I mean, okay, don't know whether it's luxurious, but it looks okay. Can replace a baseball park or soccer field for sports courses. Each one can accommodate up to 4 classes. So 4 classes can go in here. That's very good. So there we go. We have a gigantic stadium over here now, which is wonderful. Okay, next up we have the art gallery, and I do like that bit over there in the description. If you don't understand an artwork, just pretend to muse on it. I do quite like that. So if you don't really know what you're looking at, which is kind of like me with most art, just sort of pretend you're thinking about very important things and you're kind of, mulling over the artwork and contemplating its shape and form and all that kind of stuff. I quite like that. But yeah, the building's very good. I like that. It's kind of got a bit of a glass roof going on and a kind of weird wavy bit over there. Got a little kind of building out here. So what we need to do is go down a floor so we can sort of see in a bit. So on that floor, they've got a sort of artwork in construction, possibly, look, because there's a ladder type thing over there. It looks like they're kind of finishing that off. Little table with paints and things on it. I think that's all that's on that floor. So drop down a little bit more. Drop down to the ground level, I think. Is there anything on that level? Not. Oh, no, there is. There is. There are some sort of slightly curious sort of statue-y type things. They look a little bit like items you might go and get in a D&D quest. A sort of, magical kind of yellow drinking potion bottle, the spinny blue orb of the future or something, then a kind of a thing just there, and then a weird shaped thing, and then that exciting bit over there as well. They kind of look like, sort of D&D things, which is quite fun. I like that, art pieces. And then down on the ground floor here, we've got some more art stuff there, and a few more pictures over here. And then, of course, we've got the stairs and stuff going around. And then outside, there's a little building there. I assume that's like a sort of an admin centre or something, I don't quite know. And then we've got sort of exciting, fun, sort of hoop type things over here, all in different colours, which is fun. And then a big, gigantic, wibbly frisbee sort of thing over there. It does look very good. I do like the art building. So there we go. We have ourselves a Wondrous art gallery. And last but not least, we have the Science Museum. And I do like the Science Museum because it sort of looks a bit futuristic. It looks a little bit like a dome you might find on Mars, that kind of thing. But there we go. So we've got a big dome thing. Not really that much going on the outside. There's a kind of a weird wavy thing just there. That might possibly be the front. That might be the front of the building, but never mind. There's a door here and a door there as well, so we can get in from this side. And then if we just drop down a bit, there we go. We can now see inside the Science Museum, there's some sort of big thing there, which I imagine is looking at the Earth from above, like a satellite view. I'm not quite sure what that is. That's some sort of, I don't know, like little sort of viewing pod type thing. Not really sure what's going on there. Got some more stuff here. There's a rocket there. That's exciting. An exciting rockety thing. And then in the middle, we have this thing, which looks like some sort of, hang on, if we complete that and get that out of the way, like some sort of, like a lunar lander almost. It looks like it's supposed to be on the moon's surface, look. And then it's got kind of a little ladder going up to it. And then that's where you'd go inside, which is all very fun. I do like that as well. And then it has got a sort of viewing deck around the top as well. We can't really see that very well. You can kind of come out onto here, look, I think, and have a little look around. But yeah, I do like that. I do like that. And there we have it. We've got 4 very, very fancy advanced wonders. We've got the proper museum here, the Science Museum there, the art gallery over here, and of course the gigantic stadium over there. And you know what? With that done, with our 4 fancy advanced wonders now properly up and running, I think we can bring things to a close with our series of Let's School. I think we've done everything we can do in the game right now. We've got all the different rooms in, we've got all the different wonders in, and we're talking the littler wonders and the bigger wonders, of course. We've got all the fancy statues in. We've got loads of other bits and bobs in as well. I think we have one of everything in the game right now. I think that's what we have. So we've covered pretty much everything there is to see in the game as it stands right now. I mean, of course, they are adding little bits and bobs as time goes by. They're sort of adding bits in. A few bits have been added since we started this series, I think, which was quite a long time ago. I think it was back in the summer, so maybe about 6 months ago we started this. So, a few bits and bobs have been added. Maybe they'll carry on doing that into the future. I do not know, but I think we've covered pretty much everything there is to cover in the game as it stands at the moment. And you know what? It's been wonderful. It's been really, really enjoyable to play. I do like playing games like this because they're it's relatively laid back. I mean, okay, there are points where it gets a little bit sort of hectic when there's earthquakes and fires and whatever. And sometimes we did have to do a lot of work to make sure that people pass their exams, but that's part of the game. But for the most part, it's been quite laid back. It's been quite lovely. You save up some money and then you go, oh, we've got a new room to build. Let's treat ourselves to a new room. And we go and build a lovely new room. And we get to see what it looks like and look at all the different things in it. And I quite like that. I do quite like that. It's been a lovely sort of relatively laid back experience. And I think it works very well. I do think it works very well. I like the kind of things across the top here with all your contribution points, and you work your way up the school levels. You have your research to do as well. Overall, it's really, really good. It's very enjoyable. And I do like this. I do quite like the whole sort of management structure thing. That's quite clever. I think that does work quite well because, that's kind of what this does. That's how this sort of thing would work. You would have your headmaster and then you'd have other people managing little kind of subsets of the school. So I think that does work quite well. I do quite like that being in the game. That's quite a nice touch as well. And of course it all looks wonderful. Everything looks very pretty and nice. Got all the different kind of buildings and there's a lot of detail going on. It's a shame we didn't get to see that many people out here using our kind of lovely sporting facilities, because we have got quite a lot of those. And we didn't really see people out here, coming out here and having a game of football, or popping over here and playing baseball or whatever, nipping into the swimming pool. It would have been nice to see that kind of thing. But you know what? Never mind. We we saw a lot of other things in action. And I think, we've done pretty much everything we can do in the game right now. So I think we wrap things up for the moment with our time here at lovely, lovely Cupboard College. I think we've had a splendid time with it all, but we've come to the end. We can do no more with it, and I think now seems like the perfect time to wrap things up. We've built every room, we've got all the wonders, we've graduated goodness knows how many people now. Many, many students have come through the doors here at Cupboard College, and we have given them the gift of learning, the gift of knowledge. It's a priceless thing. So I think, yes, it's a very good point to wrap things up for now. In fact, you know what? There is one thing we haven't done. Hang on. Let me go and find Betty. Hang on a second. Betty, where are you? Okay, there's Betty, just sort of hanging around outside. And there is one thing that we haven't done yet in the game, and a few people have pointed this out, and we can go down and join our headmaster character and have a little wander about with them, which is quite fun. So I think let's press that button down there, the sort of camera thing, and go into headmaster mode, which is going to be fun. So click that, and there we go. Look, we are now playing as Betty. I don't quite know why Betty's got her hands in the air like that. Betty, are you okay? Why are you waving your hands around? I mean, you're not even waving them. You're just holding your hands in the air. But you can interact with things. So you can interact with various things around the school. I think we can interact with people as well. We can interact with the door, but can we interact with people? Yeah, so look, you can talk to people. Gregory Miller says exam results are important, and you can encourage them. But you can walk about in your school, look, and see what things look like. I mean, our character's a giant for some reason, but there we go. So we are playing now as a giant Betty, and we can wander about the school and just see what it looks like. We can try and get into the arcade if we can fit in. There we go. Look, we can go and look at the arcade. We can interact with Rocket Crisis. Betty's having some fun on that. But there we go. I mean, I don't think it's an important thing you have to do. It's not like a sort of required thing. It's just a fun novelty, really. But there we go. It's a fun little thing. And I think, now that we've looked at that, I think we wrap things up for now with our little look at Let's School. I think we've done everything we can in the game, and it's now the perfect time to finish things up here at Cupboard College. Although, actually, hang on. Saying that, I need to go. Is that who I think it is? Is this? Oh, no, it's not Harold. Okay, right. One last thing we have to go and check. Hang on. School. Where are you? Right. Harold. Where are you, Harold? Can we go and find you? Right, Harold's up here. At the moment, I don't think Harold is being bothered by anybody. That's Martha Malone just there. So at the moment, Harold is on his own, look. He's just on his own. So do you know what, Harold? Harold, you've been, the sort of one of the stars of this game. So I wish you all the best for the future, Harold. Hopefully you can find somebody that you can settle down with and you'll have a lovely time. Maybe it will be Susan Turner. Maybe it'll be somebody else. I do not know, but, good luck in the future. And Susan, wherever you might be, if you do carry on your pursuit of Harold there, please do it in a slightly more subtle way. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Because you've not been subtle so far. Where are you, Susan? You're down near the shop. So, if you could do it in a more sort of subtle, understated way, and maybe take into account his feelings, and also the fact that he does have a job to do. You can't keep sort of, constantly bothering him as he's trying to do his job to say, I love you, and then him go, I'm not ready for this. Because, you kept doing that. You did that a lot, Susan, but I wish you all the best as well. I hope that everything pans out okay. And if you and Harold get together, brilliant. Send me an invite. I'll come to the wedding. I'll buy a hat. It'll be amazing. If not, then good luck in whatever you get up to. But there we go. So we'll say farewell to Susan and Harold as well. I would say, yeah, 2 of the stars of the game, because, yeah, without them, we would have lacked that little sort of sprinkle of silly kind of humour going on. But yeah, I think now we wrap things up here at Cupboard College. We've built all the rooms, we've done all the stuff, we've graduated many, many people. I think now it's time to say farewell to Cupboard College. Hopefully you have enjoyed this, and I mean this video and also the series as a whole. If you did, then please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other bits and bobs and nonsense that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, thank you very much for joining me here at Cupboard College and in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. She's still heartbroken. She's still sick. Oh, Colleen, it's just not your day, is it? Sean Bozzini is going to defecate. How's the lounge looking? Do you like the plants? I left them there especially for you guys. Is there some sort of terrible apocalypse which I need to know about? He's just defecated in a bush.